Welcome to everyone this evening. Welcome. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the evening talk. Where are you? Welcome to everyone. As soon as you're coming in, this is your host for the most. Yeah, this is your host for the most. As you're coming in, remember to, as you log on, please. As you log on, please touch the thumbs up button. And thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining me this evening. And let's have some little reasoning. Um, I may have to do part two of this, but that's about it. Do you understand? Yeah. So welcome, welcome. As you come in, just the thumbs up icons, just touch the thumbs up button and let us get on with the this evening thing. So thank you very much for coming in. For those that are out of my time zone, I welcome you. And I know that here, Kelly's, Kelly Star. How are you? I queen. Thank you very much. Thank you for the big up. Big you up and welcome to this channel. Please touch the thumbs up button. And as you're coming in, um, the icon, the thumbs up icon, could you please just touch it for me? And I welcome those that are out in the wider diaspora, those from Jamaica, those from England, those from every country. Hi, Sonia. Bento. Hi. How are you, my dear? How are you? How are you? Big up and welcome to this evening's live talk. This evening podcast talk. This evening live talk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here with my hands outstretched to shook your hand with a great and big welcome. Come Jam, 125. I thank you for your subscription. Thank you very much. Said hi. Big up. Maybe you don't know this one, but this is from the West Indies. This is Jamaica. Big up, my friend. Big up. Big up, brethren. Big up, my sister. Yeah. Stuff like that they go on with. They are, you know, showing appreciation to you. As I said, welcome, welcome, welcome. You back in Jamaica and them greet you this way, you wonder, no problem, please. Okay. They are wondering, what are you saying? No, man, big up the brethren, man. Big up them, big up. And they're giving you the two thumbs. Up, up, up. Yes. So those are some of the greetings you will get from when you meet up a Jamaican. Okay? Wagwan, my brethren. Good. Thump it off. Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica. Yeah. Some of the things that happen there. See and, thump it off. Chest. Oh. I'm big up. So you travel there, you may wonder, oh, what the hell are they saying? I'm just greeting you with the greatest greeting they can greet you with. Okay? Yeah. What, my sister? Yes, my sister. Big up, my sister. Big up, big woman. Big up. And these things. And these things. I love pets. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Oh, welcome, welcome. I'm just telling you of some of the greetings that go on in Jamaica. So if you are a person acquainted with anyone in Jamaica and they come and they are greeting you that way, um, the Rasta say, Irie. You know that one. Irie. Yeah. Everything good, man. Everything good. Yeah, Jamaica, no problem. So all these, hi Sophia, me banks, yes, Slay Queen, thank you, right? So these are some of the greetings you would have got from a Jamaican. You meet, well, maybe you meet them in their country, in your country, they would not greet you that way. But if you go to Jamaica, which is their country, these are some of the greetings you will get. And they will ask you, you all right? The man all right? Yeah. Denny, I'm Jamaica. Same way. Tell them how some of the greetings go. Yeah. Big up. Hop, hop, hop. Big up. Irie. Thump it off. So you don't feel any way. That is the way. Leah, welcome. Amina, welcome. Right? If you go to Jamaica and you are greeted that way, don't feel any way. They meant you good, you know? They meant you good. The Rastaman said, heal my brother. I, brethren, the I and I. So if you should travel to that country and you have met, they see you getting off, and they're very supportive and they will ask you all right? You want me to help you to get, can I help you do this? Can I, yeah, friendly, nice and warm. I mean the good ones. Okay. Oh, you got canceled, right? So there are some of the things, and people gravitate to it. So you have visitors go to Jamaica that gravitate to some of these things, and you hear they come back, and they sort of say it in a sweet way in their tone of voice. I'm gonna tell you, Irie man. I mean, you would love to hear them continue saying, quite different from how we say it. Um, Daddy, where are you from? I am from Jamaica. I am from Jamaica. I am talking to you now from the United States. Okay. He was born in Britain. Big up Britain. Once ruled Jamaica. Yeah, we were under the British. Abraham, welcome. Is that Saria or Sari? I is it grandson, granddaughter, or grandnephew? What is it? Oh, you're a monkey 390. I wonder if he's a chimpanzee or which one of the monkey? Which one of the monkey? Monkey? Which one of them? That's some nice one. Good. I wouldn't want them to be my pet though. How old as I am? Oh, you want to know my age as well too? Okay then. Give me a guess. Guess my age, but don't guess no teenage. I am out of teenage years long time ago. Khalifa. No, 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 no. That's not Khalifa. Kalia. Kalia. When? Okay. Oh, you, grandma, your name is Devon. Okay, my name is Joy. Okay, good. So, my dad was born in Jamaica. Okay, good. He came to England and got with my mom and had me. So you are both Jamaican Britain. Yeah. You know that you're more Jamaican than Britain, though. If something happened and they're telling you to get out of your country, if you do something, that is something happened. If by chance you should get yourself in any problem, the first place they chose to send you back to Jamaica. I don't know why they do it like that, but yeah. Can I call you grandma? No, I have a name. Okay. My name on YouTube is not grandma. If I gave that name on YouTube, then everybody free to say that. But I did not give that name on YouTube. YouTube dig me up, they would never know who you're talking about. So you have to I have a I have I have a challenge name which is Aquarian Positivity Positive. Or if you go in my bio, you will see my full government name. I don't use pet names. Okay? That is reserved for the children on the inside ear, not on the outside. Because I would not be greeting you as a grandson or a granddaughter. I would have greeted you in a more official way. Okay? Good. So that is how it goes. You don't just go and see people and say, "Oh, what you feel like in your head." No, you wouldn't have walked up to Donald J. Trump and said, "Hello, Grandpa." No, you have to greet him nicely and call her. Yeah, call me my name. That's my name. Other things is reserved for the inner part. Thank you very much. I am greeting you. You notice your name came up. I call nobody over here. Okay, young person. Okay. No, I greet you with your name. And that is the more professional thing to do. Greet the person with their name. You don't walk out on the street and oh, they are not your grandparent. You can't be greeting them. Oh, it's not your grandparents. Thank you very much. You don't do that. Trishan Kubit. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Damien, what is it? Gee, I go see you trying to talk to me. Okay, yeah. I don't know if you were not told these things, and even in school, you would not have gone to school and greet your teacher this way. There is a place and a time for everything. Okay? There is a place and a time for everything. Yeah. And you have to know when you put out certain things. Respect is due to everyone. I am not coming on here and calling anybody, oh, my daughter, oh, daughter. No, you're not my daughter. You're not my son. I have to greet you properly. If I came to your workplace and I saw you, oh, you think I'm going to be greeting you? I have to talk to you, yeah, nicely. No, you mean on the inside. We are on the outer world. And of course, if I want to be named that name, I would have put that name. But if you go in my thing, you will see my name. And that's the name I go by. Sure, I am a Jamaican. I am a born Jamaican. I'm a girl of the soil. I love the beach. I love the breeze. Lord, I love the style. Don't matter where you from. Don't matter where you're from. Jamaica is my home. I love the I love a sweet coconut water and white rum. Oh, I'm a born Jamaican. I'm a girl of the soil. You never hear that one. That is a song. Good. So, yes, thank you very much, and I welcome each and every one that is on tonight. Um, how did you spend your Easter weekend? I hope your Easter was good. And for those that have been to church and to lift up the Lord and you sung the song, Up from the grave, he arose for the mighty triumph. Okay, then, just like that. Right? So I hope it's that the anthem, not Jamaica anthem. I think it's the anthem for the time when the resurrection. Because almost every church you went to on a Sunday, on the resurrection day, that's the song they sung. Up, up from the grave he arose with a mighty triumph over soul. He arose from victory unto victory. So every church sung that song. So you're talking about the Jamaica anthem? One night I'll sing the Jamaica anthem for you. This is not the Jamaica anthem. This is not Jamaica anthem, no I. Okay. And then we talk somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. So at this time, I how did you spend your Easter? For those that go with Easter bun and cheese, and for those that, it was a solemn day for them, looking back in the many centuries when all of this took place, and the man who died for humanity to take away sin and to make their burden lighter was hung on the cross and taken down, and to free you and I from the awesome load of sin. So, a lot of people went to church on Good Friday. My time, my time is 9:04 p.m. Yeah. I think you're going in evening now or you're night. Something about or morning, I don't remember. All right. So, I hope you have not seen it as just a ritual that put on by the massive to say, well, then your 2 a.m. Good. Wow. It's not, put on by the massive to say, well, then it's just a ritual. But it brings meaning to a lot of person's life. That is for those that believe. For those that don't believe and they believe in evolution and all the other things. Now you can't beat them. That's their belief. Your belief is your belief. But at the same time, there is no crew working at the sun station in order to switch the switch on or switch the switch off. There's nobody working there. It's only, and it was on there, and it do its job quite nicely. And of course, we must appreciate that there is a God. Not gods, but God somewhere, somehow. And He lives within us. He lives, He lives, He lives within us. Okay? So I hope you all have spent your Easter and your Easter weekend quite nicely. Nothing. Oh, sure, I do believe, my friend. I do believe. With all the evidence and all the many reading and the many this and the many. Okay, yes, I believe. Okay? Okay, bye until we meet again. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Okay. So yes, for those that enjoy themselves, and it brought back you to that place again. Some got baptized. Some person was said, okay, I baptized on Good Friday, I baptized on Easter Sunday, I baptized. And while all of that is going on, we have seen, for those that were watching their television set, they would have seen Pope Francis, that's what we call him, yeah, who were in St. Peter's yesterday, and he came out and he talked, and yes, and according to the news this morning, the breaking news, he went to bed, have his last piece to said last yesterday for all those that were not close to touch him. But Mr. Blue, how are you? They did not get to physically touch him, but they were watching him on the net, your television, and whatever. And of course, last night, let's say this morning, because they said it was 1 o'clock this morning when he passed away. So this is how things go. You were there yesterday, and everybody were having a nice time. Yet he was sick for some times, and yesterday he came out and gave his last piece of speech. And this morning he's no longer. So whether you believe yes or no, there you had to believe in something, somewhere, somebody, sometimes, somehow. Okay, so many is mourning the death of Pope Francis at this time, and will be mourning right through, because as you touch the television set, this is all you're get coming up to you. So I hope you did enjoy yourself, and this is not something to take lightly. And of course, he was not arose from the earth anymore, but he resurrected in your life, in my life, in your life. So his resurrection is not being resurrected from the dead, from the earth, but he resurrected in our life, our daily life. Accept him or reject him, whatever you want, but he have been resurrected. So nobody was going to look for him to say, okay, he's coming up from the earth. Oh no, no longer Mary and Martha and all three women are going to the grave to find him. And when they went there, the angel said, who do you look for? Who are you seeking? Why seeketh the living among the dead? So yes, you understand? So he resurrected, and this is a reminder to mankind, to humanity, that things like this are done sometimes ago. It's like somebody have said, you were sentenced to do some years, or you're sentenced, I'll get the death sentence. And somebody stepped in your stead and said, no, he was not guilty. And of course, the trial will have to go over, find you not guilty, and released you. Okay, so, just use that metaphor. So you were pardoned and forgiven of your sins from that time onward. So I hope each and every one throughout, wherever you are represented from, have this in your mind, that whatever they said, whether it was that time or not that time, something do happen. Okay? We will not go into that or the ramification of the timing and when or whatever. Man's put it their way, and so. Okay? So, this is how it go. Mr. Blue? Oh, everything is up, Blue. Everything is up. Okay? So, for those that had bun and cheese, oops, you have your bun and cheese? Well, bun and cheese is more the West Indies thing. They ate the most bun and cheese. I realize people don't go crazy over this bun and cheese. I could say paganism thing, okay, but let me not say that. Although I said it already, But these are, especially in Jamaica, they will go crazy over bun and cheese. They went to Jamaica and they'll fill a suitcase of bun and cheese coming back to the US or to Canada or to wherever they can take their bun to. Okay, many bake their bun. I'll bake a bun in order, because I have my cooking thing, I'll do my thing. All right. So I thank you all again, and I hope each and every one of you did enjoy yourself. And for those that are sick, sorry that you have to be in bed or having pain all over your body. But keep a spirit, keep a good spirit up, knowing that one day, you will be relief of this pain. Your sickness, apparently, you will get better. Speak it into being, speak it over your life. You will, and you will. All right? So, let me now take this time to say happy birthday to each and every one that are celebrating their birthday. Be it yesterday, the day before, be it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, on to Monday. Have yourself a happy birthday, a time to reflect. Birthday is a time of reflection, because not for the young little girls and boys that are, running around and things like that, but for the more advanced age ones that looking on it and said, okay, yesterday I was 19, today I am, last year I was 19, this year I am 20. And you're moving up the 20 rock. Until when the 20 rock is finished, you stepped over on the 30 rock. Huh? Yes. So you have something, Rose, married. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rosemary. Happy birthday to you. And the Lord will bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday. And you're telling me you are 7? You are all of 7? Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your birthday. And 7 come but once. When you reach to our next 7, it won't be just 7. It is 7 with a 1. So you're calling it 17. And when you reach the next 7, it's a 7 with a double. So you call it 77 or 67. So you won't see a single 7 anymore. Okay, that come but once. But enjoy yourself. And first of all, give your mom and dad a big hug, thanking them for that you are here. They allowed you to be here to enjoy life. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy your birthday. Okay? Happy birthday. I wish for you long life, health. And where health is, wealth is there. Peace and love for you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And there's a song there. Okay. So happy birthday to each and every one. For those that are more advanced in age, this is the time you say thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just give him thanks. He has allowed you to see a next day, a next year, a next month, a next date. So give God thanks. It is not because we are good. We didn't do anything good to receive it, but He promised it unto us, and He gave it unto us. Okay, good. Now, tonight, my topic is on only child. A only child. And there's some myth, but I have to do this topic in two. I can't do it in one because there are some things need to be cleared up where this topic is concerned. I should have done this topic from the other day, but time was against me to do it. So I plan to do it tonight. An only child. How much of you here is an only child? Put it in the comment section. Okay, let me ask the question. Let me go to the okay, ask this. How much of you on the channel now is an only child? Put it out. And the next question that follows that, I haven't seen any answer. There's no only child here. No. Okay. Is there a mother on here that have a child with her, maybe her first child, and she thought it would be an only child, but way down the line of time, a next child does come? And if you are an only child, how did you feel as an only child when a next child stepped in your space? Give me the answer. Okay. Okay, Rosie, have a twin. Oh, okay. If you are 7, your twin's supposed to be maybe just born. Arby, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hi, hello. Okay. How young is your twin? Is your twin? Rosie, how young is your twin? Um, how young is your twins? Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe there's no only was an only child here, but Rosie, if you are the age that you are now, you were deemed as an only child. How did you feel when you got your twins? I don't know if they're brothers or sister, but whoever they are. How did you feel when were you happy for them coming? Were you happy for them? Or in some way you were sad? Because you were an only child so far. And then, you got to share mommy and daddy. You got to share the space. Okay. Okay. You have 14 siblings. Oh, you're not the only child, my girl. You have everyone around you. You were happy. Good, 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 good. All right. This is for, and others participate in it. But there's a lot of children who were only, they were only child. Mother and father. Mother and father only have one child. Because sometimes this is how they planned their life. Sometimes this is their plan to say, well, then we only want one child. Sometimes some ladies started to have their children late in life. So some of the times, because starting to have children late in life, sometimes the doctor will have to stop you. Alani Tyson. Okay. I don't know why these messages are restricted. I don't know why. I want to get this on, but some parents start having their children late in life, you know? So they may just think that they will have one child. Now, some of the things that is being said, wow, it seems like you're the last one, man. You're the baby one. Hey, Rosie, seems like you are the last baby. Has it been said that only children, or let me say only child, are spoilt, as it said, they are misunderstood. Only child are misunderstood. Yes, that said only child is misunderstood. Only child is spoilt. Your real name is Brian Son. So what is going on right there, so? At one time, Rosie. So who is Rosie? LW, thank you for being here. Good morning. What is in your cup this morning? What is in the cup this morning? Yes, it has been. Your uncle have passed. Who is that? Alani Tyson. Sorry to hear that. So you have crying to do. Okay. Sorry to hear about the passing of your uncle. So you have to cry and cry and cry. Never mind. There are some things you have no control over, and what you don't have any control over, you will have to just accept it. Hard to accept, but yes, you gotta accept it. Okay? Good. So I don't know what is condolence, but keep keep up. If you have to cry, cry, bawl, holler, do what you have to do and release the stress from you. Alani Tyson. Okay. Anyhow, I am on the subject of only child. The couple only have one child. Coca-Cola and the donuts. No, that's what you feel for, so no problem. That is what you felt for this morning, so no problem. Have your Coca-Cola. Okay? With a white eye. How are you? Welcome. Willow. Why am I saying? I sure I didn't hear what I said a while ago. I said widow. Sorry, Willow. All right. Welcome, Willow. Welcome. Ah, I am good, my sweets. I am good. I am good. I am good. I am here. I am good. Giving God thanks to see a next day, a next time, a next hour, because the world is in mourning for those of the Catholic faith, is mourning for the passing of Pope Francis. So we are in good spirits. So I'm good. I am good. Yes, we are on the topic of only child. A only child. And before I go into some of the things that is misunderstood and mistaken, CC, how are you? Some of the things that is misunderstood and mistaken. Let me hasten to say, we never know that we would have seen where I need to find it. There are some countries that they are underbirth, underbirth rate, underpopulated where children is concerned. I know some years ago in my teen years, the country Canada they came out to say that they were underpopulated and they were, you know, want ladies to have babies. Yeah. Jesus Christ, the Lord said, I have reaped where I live. Not so. So I imagine he is adopted many children. We will be, oh, sure. Oh, sure. So there's a lot of countries that are saying that their birth rate is low. At one time, there were people having too much children. Now people not having no children. And the record shows, and this record is coming from, let me tell you where this is taken from. Psychological, speaking of psychological, it is taken from that. These are some of the people who are doing some real search and things like that. And one of these persons who are in this area, she is from China. And she said China birth rate is way down because then China said one child. Maybe I am one of them. I would like to think so. That's good. Think to be in there and you're there. And now when China seeing the birth rate, some persons start having their children at a late age, right? Because you try to get all that you want first educationally before you think of to have a child because you want your child to be well taken care of. Of course, who not? Who would not? Will be well taken care of. So you're waiting until all is kosher and you get a good job, you can take care of your child. Perhaps you can homeschool your child instead of sending your child to the public school to mix and to mingle. Okay? So they say China is one of them. And about 3 to 4 countries that she has really taken out. I would have to go through to find them right here. But while thinking about that, so the birth rate is down. So China now came out and said, well, then the family is to have 3 children. But they say that has launched too late because the whole thing is as it is. So to have 3 children, yeah. So persons are still going after one child. Thank you very much. Persons are still going after one child. And there's a lot of countries that their birth rate is way down. The only one of, not the only, but one of the country right now that they're saying that their birth rate is, you know, Jamaica, no, that say turn up. It's Africa. And about 2 or 3 years ago, I it came out publicly right there and then, live and direct. This lady that she was 44 or 40 and she's 40 and she gave birth to 44 children. Triplets, twins, single. I don't know if fifth letter, four into it. I'm not quite sure. But, and it amounts up to 44 children, and that is in Africa. So they are saying Africa is one of the country that birth rate is still not too high, but they're still having children. Right? So it is in this wise where okay, because they are saying they had put it to say one child, a mother and a father, that's the family. In my country where I'm from, they used to have this slogan that says, two is better than too many. So I guess in my estimation, it was said 2 children, mom and dad, that's the family. So you should have 2 children and don't have too many. While in Jamaica, people were giving birth to a lot of children. Some young girls that you look on and say, oh, and when you said, have you any children? Yes, 10 children. And you're saying, but those 10 children, when growing up, they have to do XY to get that they don't have any more children. Then there's talk that need to be loved. Yes. Right? So I read in my collection of news and report that even that country is on the birth rate now. Right? So there is a lot of people who are looking at it and say, well then, why should I be having a whole lot of children? And many reasons is behind that. Some person said, well, okay, I don't own a house yet, and you can't be moving to and fro with children. It's better I have children. Some is saying, as you are saying, tender stock that need to be loved. One child. So the myth, the saying then came out and said that an only child, selfish, They are selfish, and selfish is one of them. One of the moon. They are spoiled, and all that follows. Now, these group of people who study the psychology part of it, who went in to do all these studies, they said they don't see where it would have called spoiled. What you saw, and they saw the children, or the child, sorry, is lonely. Now, if you send out your child to school, or you have neighbors, that child would be invited to other children's birthday party and thing. You're surprised to know that that child, what amount of friend that child is. What is it is that the friend apparently do not live at the house where they live, but they have their playtime. Right? So they are looking on it and say, well, then they don't see the reason when it came out and said they are spoiled children. What is the problem with that is to say the child is more into an adult space than if that child had sibling. Because everywhere you're going, you'll be taking that child with you. You sit around the dinner table, conversation would be right there with the child. Although you would have to break down and you start asking the child about how your school life and asking things like that. So children displayed to say, I, Livy, welcome, welcome, right? Children, they came out to say that these only children are lonely. No, they are not lonely to a point. But they do not have a sibling to speak the sister or the brother talk, because their convo, their togetherness would be different. Now you have to work on the things that you have to do. You can't do it with them because you have to get them out to here, get them out. So therefore, you have to have them to socialize with other person. But then when they get home now, they're saying that these children are. If there is an only child, you were an only child. Let me know how did you handle a lonely child living? Were you missing the sibling? Were you missing that you should have a brother or a sister? Because of course to go and get the neighbor's children to play with, you would have your own sibling to play with, to talk with, to reason with, especially if they are older than you are. And the school came in. Livy, new. Oh, you're new. Welcome, Livy. Welcome, everybody. Please welcome Livy on the live. Welcome to this live. Welcome, welcome. You are so welcome at all times, not only tonight, but at all times. Yes, and even if they have sibling, they are. But this is what took place, as they put it, with the only child. And then you could have understand from that perspective that, yeah, growing up until they reach 12, there's going to be a change. And if by chance, mommy and daddy decided to give a next one that drops right into that space, this is where they said they are jealous, they are spoiled, and they are selfish. Because 12 years of your life you are living by yourself. Nobody to invade your space. Nobody. It's just you and you alone until a next baby came into place. Now you would realize that they started to manifest other things differently. Because yes, they are going to jealous. I used to be cuddled by mommy, so now mommy is cuddling the baby. Mommy is paying more attention to the new baby. Yes, it's my brother. Oh, yes, it's my sister. But, mommy, why don't you send back this child where it was? There are children that say that to their parents. Why did you have to bring it? Why did you have to send back this child? Send back this child. Because my space is now shared with a next child. Until, and some of the time, as the psychologist said, some of the times these things go straight into womanhood and manhood. It's like this is something that goes with them. They don't know how to share. They don't know how, because everything was always them. It's always Mary. Mary, it's only Mary. Mary did not used to June. June coming in her space now. Oh, it's your brother. Or it's your sister. You should take care. Mary don't business with that. Yes. I look at the baby and said yes. But their personal space, they know you're taking my space. They don't want to share it, and they will play with that child. And now what it is saying is that it is now playing out into their adult life. They used to be alone and they want to be alone. And some have not got over some of the things. I heard one young lady said, yes, she looked at it and she was an only child, but the only child is under so much pressure because she's looking on it that her mother got sick and she is the only one. She don't have a next sibling to call on to say she is the only one, and she's looking on it and say, "Oh my God, this is not fair because I if she's sick, I am the only one. Everything I am the only one." And she is feeling the blunt of an only child. It was nice growing up, she said, because everything would be me. All the gifts, all the presents, all the everything would be me. Right? But afterward, you got the flip side of things. That it's no, if you have a sibling to call and to say, let's, because you know they have the girl talks and you have the boy talk. As my brother, and you and your big brother, I sit down and you all a talk. You understand? And you talk with your big brother, right? You and your big brother share. You can say, okay, you're going to football, you're going to a game, and your brother or your sister is there. So this is one of the things John, thank you for being here. This is one of the thing Monzender Skippy, he told me I am back. Okay, good. Right? This is one of the things that they are saying, all of the psychologists that are doing these studies, and they went to school, and they say what the school does is the children that are only children, they learn good, everything good, but At home is something else. As much as mom and dad is there, they would be missing out on a sort of a missing pieces there. And she shared a story that is from her thing. That's not mine that I know. I just read it through the psychology, the speaking of psychology. That's the name of their channel, their thing. She said this lady with the one child, she would not. She was so afraid for her child to be on the outside. She wouldn't have taken her anywhere. So she's always in the house. She have her in the house, she can't go outside. And children would be in the park or nearby playing. And she would be just looking through the window, hoping that she could have been there socializing as well. So, as she said, it can bring on a strain on the child even into adulthood. Right? But an only child, I don't have an only child in here to really tell some of what they, because you have the good, let me say the good part and the bad part, the good side, and let us say the bad side. Because yes, everything is me. It's always me. We are anywhere we are going, it's three of us. It's just mommy, daddy, and me. Or it's just daddy and me. Or it's just mommy and me going. You don't have anybody to take up your seat. You don't have anybody to say, well then, you don't, it's just you. But after a time, don't matter how we love our children as mothers, there are talk that they want to have, that if they have a sister or a brother, they would have the talk with them. They want to run certain jokes. They want to, sometimes they went out there and they saw something and they just want to share it. They will bits and piece. But what sister and brother will do and say and find the fun and the joke out of certain things. Mommy and daddy, no. So in a young age, they are more into the adult space, the adult talk, the adult sharing, not socializing with their age group, their peer out of it. So now they are saying that, hello, they're finding a problem, and the person who is the psychologist, she is an only child. And this is what happened why she is doing the research an only child. Right? You would say, okay, a only child is spoiled. And she's asking how a only child is spoiled. Yes, because there's nobody to share with you. And if you ask for 10 things, you're expecting to get the 10 things. Nobody said, no, you can only get 8. And one is remain for our next time. You are getting all 10. Right? So there are reasons. But if there are only child, that the pressure is going to be on them, because guess what? As a child, this is what you're looking on. But as you advance in age, so you reach your 13, 14, 15, and you're going up, everything to be done is going to be you. You are looking on your young self that I have my life to, I want to live a normal teenage life. Happy go lucky, you know? As an only child, you will be pressured. They pressure the other children, but an only child is more pressured educational than, because we want to have this child came out to be the best child, the brightest child. Leah. Oh, Gangalis. Okay. You look pretty, thank you. Right? You want this child to be, and everybody wants it to be, but there are more pressure on an only child than if it was two of them. Even if it was a boy and a girl, there are going to be more pressure on that child. It is more pressuring on the child, and it is also pressuring on the parent, right? Because if you have a bigger one, or if that one is the bigger one, the, the bigger one would have helped with the smaller one, even in their homework, or some you can say, okay, your brother or your sister and your sister, the both of you, you know, having a sister time. We having a sister talk. We are talking. So it is by truth when I look at it to say, okay, an only child is it is all good before they reach certain age. After they get certain age, this is where okay, as I said not very long ago about the fertility wall, this was one of the things that it said. A woman, sorry, women that are also waiting longer to start their families. So many are hitting the fertility wall. That's big. That's a big factor in the huge swing towards one child family, said Susan Newman, the PhD social psychologist who has written extensively about parenting. So the women are waiting longer to get pregnant, and the fertility wall is standing right there. So it's still it back on them to have a one child, because you may just have one child and you're gonna wait until 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years before you have give birth to a next one. You are blocked right there. Because when you get too old, it is not suitable for you to be giving birth. Then you will be coming over with something that you don't want it. Okay? So this is what they are saying. So don't matter how, and she were talking about in China. So even now that they said, okay, I have 3 children, the one child thing already established and out of work. One child. Depending on your career. So your career, let's say your career is you are a journalist. Well, yeah, let me say you're a journalist. And your wife is working in the White House. You are so tied up with your career that you cannot make the time, the place, the year when you're thinking to have a child, because you're covering all of this. Sometimes you got to go back to school and you need this and you're still pushing along. So, okay, when you reach BAM 35, 40, you said, okay, I think I should have a child now. Sometimes you try and that haven't happened because you don't even know where your cutting off point would have been. You understand? So some of the person have to go to do insemination. So okay, put down the sperm and then. But the reality is there that you are the one growing that child. You have lost the patient because it's not all children that is not hyperactive. So you lost the patient. You started late, let me put it late, and that amount of patience that you should have. That is the reason why most of these children, if you should run a survey, were grown by the house person who works with you. They are the ones they actually know, right? Because your time tied up that, and can you imagine if it is two? Can you imagine if it is two? So if you have somebody in your family, such as your mother, your aunt, and whoever you trusted so well, to give that child, say, okay, come and stay with this child, that child is more knowing to those person than you. And this is what they are saying. So if at the back of your head you said, okay, I would love to have 3 children. When you have the first one, there's no way you're going to go back to get another two. We don't know where certain health issues lies. Some person don't have a child because during certain time the health issue hit on them and that prevented them from getting pregnant. Some persons, okay, they have fibroids. Some women, right? They have fibroids. And with the fibroids, where is this? They can't. So hurry to have a child and you get one. You can't have the second one. That prevented you from doing that. You understand? So some of the times, some of the things happen in a certain way that it put you in a very awkward position. Put you in a very awkward position. You are trying to get all of the accolades, all of these accolades, and then you realize, you know. So some persons you have to pay, you have to get a surrogate mother. I wouldn't be a surrogate mother for nobody though. No. When you think about it, I would not be a surrogate mother for nobody. No. You know why? They are going to pay you $2, $10, and $50 million for you to bring a child for them. But this child is attached to you. And I just birthed this child for $50 million and hand it over to you. Sorry. No. If you can't have a child, sorry, adopt one. I ain't having any children bring can give you. No. And I always say that I wouldn't, because this is an attachment. Remember, this child grow inside of you. Everywhere you are going, this child is with you. Every eat you eat, this child eating. Everything you do, this child is watching you, this child is seeing you. So then, when you separate, you will be always yearning for that child. So I wouldn't be a surrogate mother for nobody. Nobody. Any surrogate is me for my own. Yeah. Some women say they don't want to feel the pain to have a child. So I rather somebody have the child for me. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Let's go through it. Let's go through it. You will be more appreciative of that child when you feel the pain for that child, when you have to be talking to that child in your stomach, when you have to. So this is where all of this came down that the under birth, under um, to have children in countries, it's getting low and lower. Lower, lower. One child. God forbid the one child you have, something happen. Whoops, you left with no children. I mean, you're left with no child. You left with no child. The other day we were looking at this young man that they say they drowned in Niagara Falls or a Niagara River. It's the only child she have. The only child. And that tragedy struck. She's without a child. Right? So in spite we are looking at it, Ibini or Benny, in spite we are looking at it and said, an only child is so and so. My parents used to say one picnic and no picnic because anything can happen. Right? So what they meant, one child is not child. At least have two children. So the countries, or Canada is one of them, China is one of them, and Canada is a long time. Canada, the birth rates are low. Long time. Right? So China is one of them. Canada is one of them. I don't remember the other two. I would have to go through. I think the United States they said too. Let me consult my consult here. Yeah, okay, here it goes. The trend towards smaller families extend abroad. Two of household with children in Europe, the European Union countries, 49% have one child in the European countries. 49% one child. South Korea, Japan, Italy, Spain, Canada, China are among the countries with fertility rate uh, 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 lower than of the United States. Okay, so the United States is not in there. These countries' fertility rate is lower. Let me read it over. With the fertility rate lower than that of the United States fertility rate. Our world in data 2024 through birth rate is most African countries are much higher than they all are. So you see these countries, and this is what they are saying, only one child. So the one child thing, when they say, okay, that one child, so just, but CAT, cat chat, cater, oh, wow, this is a rhymey one. How are you? Right? It was once that we said that the countries are overpopulated, but now the countries are underpopulated. So a woman with one child, and you call that an only child, this one child from birth coming up, but when you touch the 12 and gone into the teens, there is something else. There is something else. Because although their friends are out there and what is happening now, I guess they're finding more friends on the internet than anything else. So they are going to go out of the realm of the parent. And they are looking on it and said, Oh, so why didn't they have a next child? Why it's me alone? Yes, it's gonna be me alone. All the money's in the bank, all the this. But guess what? Their things won't be actually for you because as life goes, if it's a girl, you are in a good career path. You met a husband and he took you away to marry, live somewhere else, another country. You and that husband build a life that your parents have. You're not even bother looking at it. So what they are saying, this only one so I can provide for the one. But they are not looking on the long term of it. And that child may go and have maybe one or none. That one child have to actually get a nurse to look after you or put you somewhere because there is not a sibling to call to say, okay, we have this problem, so let us do and let us do for our parent. Problem, everywhere you take it, there is problem. That neither here there. Drink cool water as often as you can. All right, sir. All right. Right? So that is it. That is one of the things that is now hitting home. And these countries are looking at it and said, oh my God, our laws said one child. So the family consists of mom, dad, one child. Mommy, daddy, one child. And although this one child enjoy all the ambience thereof, there comes a time in their life that they are saying, oh, oh, oh. You know, you know, it's not like first time. It's not like first time. I have to travel. I have to do this. I have to do that. And I have to have to take care of my parent after a while. And this young lady came out and said, she said she was always so happy. Children are very smart survivors. Many of them go on be better than much. That's what I am saying. They are clever. So what you are heaping up and saying, you are, and sometimes you're saying, oh my God. I have a close friend. I didn't know her when her child was a child. I knew her when her child is an adult. The child is on her career path. She took her life. She's doing the best of her life. Her mother, on the other hand, achieved so many things. And I am doing it for my daughter. And we used to sit and talk. And she will tell me, if anything happens, so and so and so. And I left this for that one child have two children, an adopted one. They, two children, came up and have a life for themselves, not looking on the mother or the grandmother for nothing. To all them care and can throw it away. And I watched that mom, that mother, she weren't feeling, she had to get somebody to stay with her. And I was working like 36, 30, now almost 40 miles away from her. I only came home like every 2 weeks I came home. But I would be on the phone with her. I would call her, find out what is happening and things. And she said, when you reach home, please come and see me. I went and saw her. She said, I am calling my daughter, and her daughter is of such name. And she said she coming and she's not coming. And then she started to tell me where to find all of this, all her business, all her things that she was doing. She gave me all the details. She said, look into that drawer. You see so and so. Put so and so there. Do so and so if there's anything. And believe you me, the lady did that. I returned to work. And the following day, I get a phone call. Um, she told see, this is the helper calling me. This is the care calling me. And I am 40 miles away. And her daughter were like 11, about 9 miles from there to about 9 miles away from her. And they called the daughter. She said, okay, I'll come tomorrow. They called the granddaughter, said, okay, I'll come tomorrow. And they called me. I couldn't root up from the people at work to come. So I could just stay there on the phone and trying to connect with here and connect with there and connect with there and get say, come, go. And by the time the woman reached to the hospital, she was a cop. The one child never turned up until the morning she came and saw a dead mother. If she had had another child, maybe, perhaps, that one child would have tried to reach to her or try to get somebody to reach to her. Then daughter dearest cry, oh my God, I didn't know it was so bad. So when they are gone to live their life, it's a different situation. Very different. Different. All to complete. Right? So if you don't have any children now, plan and have. Whatever country you are in. You heard that is only Africa country? They are blazing the trail away with babies. So you may have to start going there to get wives and get husbands because they are the one. If you're thinking of all these other countries, uh-uh, the young rate is going, the birth rate is going down. As they say, give that one child families are on the rise. In many countries, what I know about all only child fare, um, only child fare, do the stereotype hold true? No, it's limited in evidence. No, right? So you will say a only child won't give you any trouble. You're surprised to know. Sometimes the only child trouble that they gives is if they are giving you 10 children's trouble. Yeah. Some of the time, the problems you get from an only child, they gives you sleepless nights. So in spite we are doing to say we want it to be right with them, after they reach certain age, they took unto their self because most of the time they are searching for what is not there. They align themselves with other persons like themselves as a big sister and thing like that, which they didn't have at home. And only when they reach certain age, persons are realizing that, they say, okay, they are stereotyped, so they align themselves with Jonathan over there. Jonathan is their good friend. They can run to Jonathan. They can talk to Jonathan. They want, you imagine you want to go out to the party, you have to take your mommy and the daddy with you. It couldn't be your sister or your brother going with you. Mm-hmm. And anywhere you want to go, no problem, because they are your protector. But there are times when you want to liaison with your own peers. And this is what is the problem. So, ladies, this is two things I tied up in one here. The Fertility walls stand up very stiff. And if your one child should go and get pregnant before, accept it. Trust me. Encourage them to accept the one, that birth. Don't go and have a next one, please. But I'll take this one because you never can tell. You don't know what. That one may just be one, or that child may just be the child that they have that will stay and come and look for you, you know? So, there are many times mothers struggle in every way to bring their children. We have not left you out, fathers. You struggle too because you are the breadwinner. You are out there. You are the protector. You have to be thinking about them and you have to be in their lives. But never mind, they work magic. You work magic. Out of your mundane struggle, you turn struggle into strength. And you lead with love and stand in truth. So some of the times, the mundane, they wouldn't have understand, but you make magic out of it. And out of your struggles, you give strength. Yes. Tonight, thank you for listening. This is where I am going to close my live. I may have to do a little bit of this next time for the only child. Only child. I am alone. They are not lonely, they are only because they can meet themselves, they can get around, you know. And no phone and all these things. They are not lonely, but they need their own company. They need their own peers. They need to have their sister talk, right? You go to the bowling and you took your child with you and you and them doing bowling and all this, you know. Went to the track and you and they need to socialize, they need to be out. Yeah. So it's a good thing, it's a joy for you to be here with me. Sorry. And thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And please, for those that have just are new on the live, again, we welcome you. Feel free, be at home. The comment section is your part. It's where you put your, what you comment. We entertain, we welcome everyone on this channel. Thank you very much. Have you finished drinking the Coke already and eat off the donut? You couldn't even stretch a little piece to say, here's a little piece. Oh, come on, man. I think you would do a better um, Easter giving that way. Anyhow, just troubling you. All right. Have yourself the rest of the week a wonderful one, a good one, and be determined to do what you have to do. Do not procrastinate along the way. You have to do something. Just get ahead and do it. Things you left today will find it hard to get it done tomorrow. So what you can do today, do not leave it for a next day. Love yourself because no one will love you as much as you love yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself at all times. And be in the race of winning. And not no maybe. Maybe I would. Maybe be in the race of winning. That's the race you're to join, a winning race. Okay? So thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And we will speak on the next day. Sometimes I hate to say tomorrow because there are so many things came up that sometimes you are, out of it. Benny, bless you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Thanks each and every one that is on the live. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. God bless you. God keep you, protect, and provide in every way for you. And this is your host, none other. But if you look at that, you say Aquarian positivity positive, and right there you will see Joy Powell. So thank each and every one of you. It's a blessing and it's always going to be a blessing. All right? Thanks very much. Have a good one. Sleep and dream. Have a good one. Bye.